Rahu Bet Hotep, what up everybody? Unknown the suit here. So I noticed y'all been liking a lot of the workout videos that my brother's done and the little bit that I have done. That's what's up. So y'all getting y'all physical right to be out in this warfare. I like it. We gotta be ready at all times, you know what I'm saying? But we have to have the mental mindset as well. We have to work on that. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. Excuse me. So the thing is this, as African people, our mindset's a little off, especially people in the hood. We a little off, and it's okay. That's why I'm bringing this video to bring back to light the right information, the right affirmation. Sorry. So you know that saying that's been going around for a long time, money over everything. Stupid, right? Retarded. I mean, if anybody's following that, jump off a cliff and kill yourself. Because that's not how we're gonna better ourselves. That's a more of a Western kind of thinking. Just think about myself, not anybody else. That's not how we are. That's not how we was. We gotta get back to the original way, the way we used to be. So we want to become. We all want to become pharaohs, right? We all want to become the suits. We all want to become warriors, such as the Magi. So the biggest thing to become a leader or become a warrior is to do what? Serve. We all pay homage and love the samurai. I got hella swords in my room right now. You know what I mean? And you know what samurai means? To serve. So we gotta keep that in mind in everything that we do. I'm not saying don't forget about ourselves, yes, but again, when a hardworking parent goes to work every day, they're not thinking about themselves. They're thinking about their family, their kids, because they're serving them to make sure they're better. Same here. So how did I get this information? Let's talk about it. So I read this book, or reading this book. This book is hella long. Keep it a buck is mad boring, but when it get to the good stuff, ooh, I be highlighting. I be highlighting all day in this thing, right? So hold on real quick. So we got to change the mindset. Let's talk about it. So the principles that we're gonna go by, that I go by, that you're gonna go by, because you're gonna love this information, is coming from the 42 principles of my eye. If you don't know what the 42 principles of my eye is, please actually look at this real quick. So now that you looked at the quick little slide of it, feel free to pause this video and go actually fully understand information about the 42 principles of my eye, because it's very important. But well, long story short, we're gonna be. This book is the principles that we follow is mirroring that, but adding a little bit more modern day spill to it, also adding more warrior mentality to it. Anybody can benefit from this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read off one at a time. I'm gonna give a quick little breakdown, and I'm just gonna keep going forward. Number one of the principles that we're gonna follow every day, every single day, is number one: I will do no wrong. Self-explanatory. Number two: I will not steal. Number three: I will not act in violence. Self-explanatory. I'll break down the important stuff when I get to it. I will not kill. I will not be unjust. What that means is this: I won't do anything that doesn't pretty much make sense. You know what I mean? Like me taking food from a baby will be unjust. That'd be stupid. Why would I do that? Number six: I will not cause pain. Number seven: I would not desecrate holy places. Like, yo, I shouldn't just go to, even if I don't believe in it, I shouldn't go to a church and start peeing on things. Like, self-explanatory. I will not lie. Y'all gotta work on that one. I would not waste food. And we've been hearing that from our grandparents and my parents for years. Let's actually start applying it finally. I do my best not to waste food. I mean, I do. I'm pretty sure I still do. But luckily, I got two dogs. They're pit bull mixes. Like, they'll eat anything. I will not speak evil. I would not commit sodomy. We all know what that is. Let's not get too much into it. I will not cause the shedding of tears. Can't be out here hurting feelings. I will not sow seeds of regret. What that means is this: like, if I do something I know I'm gonna regret later on, just don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, you know how when people go out to the club and they find a girl they like or dude they like, whatever, take her home, sleep with them, and they go home and regret it the next day. If you know that's gonna happen, just don't do it. I would not act guileful, so which means I would not act arrogant. I would not lay waste or pollute land, which means I won't just fucking destroy the front yard that I have or whatever property you have. It's pretty self-explanatory. I will not enter into conspiracies, meaning just not talk about things I don't know the full information about. I will not bear false witness. Again, I won't talk about something I don't know nothing about. I will not be wrathful or angry except for a just cause. So what that means is don't just start acting crazy without having a real reason. Ask yourself before I start doing these acts, is it necessary? Can I just chill out for once? I would not commit adultery. This is so important that they said it twice. So don't forget it. So number 21 again. Number 20 was I will not commit adultery. Number 21, I will not commit adultery again. Number 22, I will not pollute myself. So the thing is, like I said in my previous video about the black people eating the things we eat, we know a lot of things we eat is not good. We know the things that we drink is not good. Do our best to either don't do it at all, hopefully, or at least do less of it. Because we don't want to pollute ourselves. You know, we hear that saying all the time, our body is a temple. Let's treat it that way. I would not cause terror. Like, obviously, like I shouldn't be walking in the neighborhood with my hood over my head, like with a gun out. That's stupid. I will not pollute the earth. That is something that most Westerners forget. That the same thing that gives us life, we can't start taking away from it like that. We're constantly making cars that's polluting the air. We constantly start throwing like hella plastic in the water where animals are dying. Things that we need. That is polluting the earth. Let's stop doing that. I will not speak in high anger, which means I won't pretty much raise my voice. I won't act crazy. I will not turn from words of the right and truth. Meaning, if you know the truth, and this might, it's a saying I hear. I say a lot of sayings in this, by the way. A saying is, if the truth hurt, let it offend. So the thing is, if we know the truth, don't turn away from it. Don't shy away from it. Go towards the truth. Duh. I will not utter curses except against evil. 28, I will not intimidate a quarrel. I will not be excited or I will not be excitable or contentious. I will not prejudge. So I have a problem with that personally. So I mean, this is me personally. I don't feel like I really judge. I just point things out. Like example, I'm a personal trainer, right? I was leaving Trader Joe's with my healthy foods. And across street, there's a McDonald's. I see like 5 like hell overweight women get into the car, right? You can see the car lower. I was like, yo, them girls is big. So I'm not judging them saying like these people are bad. I'm not saying these people are the worst scum on the earth. I'm just pointing something out and just acknowledging it. I guess you call it judging, but I like to call that like a different type of judging. I will not eavesdrop. If you ain't supposed to be in a conversation, don't even be there. I will not speak over much. So I feel like anybody in the conscious community that make these videos about debating or whatever, they have a problem with that already. Every time a person trying to talk, they get cut off every 5 seconds. So just cool your jets, you'll get your turn. I will not commit treason against my ancestors. That stuff is very important. That one touches me personally because there's a lot of things that we have, majority of things that we adopted from the Western culture is not the African way. And doing anything that's besides African way, that's is pretty much treason in my opinion. Also, it's actually besides that also if it's not aiding to fixing something, we probably just get rid of it. And a lot of things that we're doing now is detrimental to us as a people. So that is committing treason to our people. 34. I would not waste water. We go through droughts every year. Let's not. If we did our best to preserve it, it would probably be in less droughts, or probably won't even have any. I will not do no evil. I will not be arrogant. 37, I would not blaspheme the Most High. I also don't talk crazy about the Creator. I would not commit fraud. I would 39. I would not defraud temples of offerings. That's what I said earlier. I would not pollute the world. Obviously, like I said before, it's kind of redundant to what I said it earlier. Number 40. I would not plunder the dead. So that's the problem that we had before with our ancestors in Kemet in Egypt. What they do after they died, after the pharaohs died, they ran through and took all their gold. I would not mistreat children. I would not mistreat animals. So these are the basic 42 that we go with. Again, these are mirroring the 42 principles of Ma'at. Now let's get to the warrior stuff, baby. Let's get into the warrior stuff. That's us walking around being good people. Let's get into it. I would not mistreat my family or associates. Self-explanatory. 44, I would not associate with evil or worthless persons. Yo, again, self-explanatory. I would not begin my day by demanding more than I was due. So that's very simple because a lot of times we would be like, oh man, tomorrow I win $100 billion gazillion dollars. And it's like, yo, why do you deserve $100 billion? What have you done to even think that you even have the right to even speak about earning something like that? So do not do that. I would not do what is hateful to God. Number 47, I would not be blind to justice. So that is a problem that we have in the black community for sure. When you see, hey yo, keep it a buck. we messing up. 48. I would not, 47, sorry. I would not be blind to justice. What that's saying is this: if you see something wrong, stop it. Stop pulling out your phone and screaming out roll star. Stupid. Like, yo, you're screaming out whoa, my speaker's off. World star as if you about to get acknowledged, as if you're getting paid for that video. All you do is make people look stupid, and you're preventing a situation that could be stopped by wasting time by pulling out your phone. Stop the altercation as soon as you possibly can. It makes you and the person that's fighting and the person holding the camera look stupid. I would not misrepresent my nature. What that is, don't go against your DNA, pretty much. So there's a lot of people, especially in Jamaica, I do believe, they're out here bleaching their skin. Our nature is first of all, melanin is a beautiful thing. Everybody wish they had melanin, but people are out there trying to bleach their skin. Like, that is crazy. So that your nature is to be a black person. Accept it. This is what it is. I promise you, if you knew more about your history, you probably wouldn't even be acting that way. But whatever. I would not convert other properties. Pretty much just don't be taking stuff. So that's just to sum it up. These are the principles I do every day. So what I do is every morning I read the regular. Honestly, I read the original 42 principles of my that I spoke about earlier, and then I read this one right after because I don't want to forget anything. The reason why I recite this in the morning is for a lot of reasons. We forget. The world, so much things going on. We worry about family lives, business, ourselves, but we forget there's certain principles that we got to uphold every day. So I do my best to read them every day in the morning before I even get going, before I leave the house. Because a lot of times if it says, I will not pollute the earth. So I would do my best not to litter now because I just recited it. So it's going to keep me on a track mind. If you can, I actually recommend doing it twice a day. If you do it in the morning time and before you go to bed, I promise you, you'll start seeing it change. You start seeing that you're a better person. The funny thing about this is, there's a principle here before I forget. Where is it at? I forgot what it was before I go back into looking for it. Long story short, you're making a change and people start acknowledging it. Ever since I started implementing this type of information, they'll see how I carry myself a lot differently. There's an altercation happened recently at work, and I was like, yo, I'll take the role and be like, yo, I made a mistake. Before that, I'd be like, yo, let her be mad, bro. I don't care why they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how I was before. But then I take a step back and realize, yo, maybe I did do something wrong in this. Because you know what will happen is I probably will regret what I said. And again, I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be a person that's going to regret anything that I do. So, hope this video sums it up for you. Stay tuned. More videos coming soon. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. I'm out.